Why is Google speed internet in Kansas City? Uh, Keywords: Google, Google speed internet, and Kansas City. The short answer to the question is OMG. Uh, Actually, to answer the question, I think it's a two-part question actually. Uh, why is Google speed internet in Kansas City? Uh, Forget the Kansas City for a moment. Google speed internet is in Kansas is anywhere because it's the next generation, and Kansas City just happens to be a test market for their technology. Why is it a good test market? It's in the middle of the country, just from a pure geography standpoint. Uh, it's in the middle of America and is a great middle of America city. Last year, I had the wonderful opportunity to visit Kansas City 3 times, and all 3 times the major theme of my visit was to visit the Kauffman Foundation. You hear me talk a lot about the Kauffman Foundation. They are the entrepreneurship foundation and such an inspiration for the spirit of entrepreneurship. And the very first time I went out last year to Kansas City, I started hearing and reading about Google was starting to study and do their research and to actually install high-speed wire in Kansas City, and they are all ready to go on that. Super fast device. Oh well, then, so that's the next generation to go to the cities where there's uh, masses of folks, and then uh, send some kind of signal to those folks. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It's like cable television. Google is just in the internet business where cable television is in the cable television business. So as I recently read about 6 months ago, 7 months ago, I read a story from Kansas City, and it was naming the people in the community who were actually chosen. I don't know how they were chosen to report back with the general impact that Google would have in wiring Kansas City, if you will. So all that stuff has been done and research, and now the wire is being installed. And uh, the next story was Google tests some new toys. Could they land in Kansas City? Google is testing experimental devices that could be compatible with the ultra-fast broadband network it's building in the Kansas City area. The tests, of course, at Stanford University in Palo Alto, California, and employees' homes, but a consulting wireless engineer in Washington, D.C. says successful tests could mean those devices end up in Kansas City for evaluation. Well, if Kansas City is being wired, of course they're going to end up in Kansas City. A great choice on Google's part. Uh, some of the folks that I've made some friendships with in Kansas City since I visited are all excited. So we'll be visiting Kansas City sometime in 2012. We haven't picked the date yet. We kind of know when we might head out that way. Well, if for no other reason, I'm sure in May there will be an invitation to come out by the Kauffman Foundation, as I am a distinguished partner of Global Entrepreneurship Week, an event that I've been participating in for 5 years. And each year, my participation gets more exciting. But I will, I'm sure, be invited to come out. And last year they did it in May, so we will be out there. Kansas City, Kansas City rocks, and that's why Google uh, chose Kansas City for rural high-speed internet.